Okay, welcome to our Tuesday night team call. I cannot believe February 1st, you guys, and time is flying. It is only what? How many days? 10 days away from Elite Academy in Florida. And I invited on Lila and Frank from corporate, our account manager directors that are on tonight, because they are going to go over some details and some announcements just for the month, and also kind of answer any questions on the MVP, the new contest that's starting with MVP, and that's MVP Builder and the MVP Customers. And so that starts actually February 1st today. So that is exciting that we get to have that new incentive launched. And anyone have any quick shout outs for the month? I know we have the 5 for 500 with Anita, but I don't see her on yet. Hopefully she's jumping on soon, because we have, Gail's here. Hi, Gail. Welcome to our call. Anita will be jumping on soon, shortly, but she won the 5 for 500 as well as I did this month. We've got Kim Blowett jumped in the You Got This Club as well this month. So congratulations, Kim. But all of our efforts were at the last minute. Let's just be honest. Because I remember texting Lila earlier in the month, and I'm like, okay, the last auto ships went through for the end of the month, and it was like, okay, I have a lot of work to do, right? And I was like, you know what? Made that decision and messaged a few of my team, like, hey, you're this close, to getting where you want to go. And Anita was like, I'm going to get my 5 for 5. And I'm like, yes. And then she's like, last Tuesday night, she invited, because we always have a first in the last Tuesday of the month, our team call. And out of the blue, she invited Gail, who is on tonight and joined as a Elite Pack distributor on Friday. Gail is a nurse practitioner from West Virginia and a friend of Anita's. And she is an amazing gal that we just met recently. But first of all, welcome to the team, Gail. And also, just knowing that when you make that decision, even if it's at the end of the month, even if it's the last few days of the month, and you just put in that accelerated effort and that focused action, it really does, make a difference, and things can really turn around and happen. So that is basically what happened with our month. And Anita just popped on. Hey, Anita, welcome. I wanted you to be on because you and Greg won the free ticket to Elite Academy and won the 5 for 500. You got a new distributor this month, so that put you in the 1% club. And you also got, the Power of One contest that Maria and Carrie are doing. Also, they do the You Got This Club, which is two customers for 100 points. So you exceeded everything. It's like you got the trifecta. So let's all give them a round of applause and kudos, Anita and Greg Stone Street. We're so proud of you. So I'll let you maybe introduce your new distributor as well. And then I'm going to let Frank and Lila present you with your winning ticket.
This won't go on.
All right, who's got the music going? Hey, Ruth.
Can't get hold of the music. I'm trying.
Okay, Anita, why don't you give us a quick introduction to Gail and how you met and how she decided to join.
I think I just got that turned off. I am so sorry. This is crazy. Okay. I cannot get this one back up.
No,
it's just not, I can't get rid of the music. Nothing will stop.
Music is on the background? Okay.
I think I got it off now. I'm so sorry. Now I can't make this bigger. I'm just having trouble tonight. This is crazy.
Okay.
All right, I got it. Yay. Oh my goodness. I worked hard for that. Okay, so can I introduce Gail Moore? Is that what you asked me to do? Yes. This is Gail, Alana Gail Moore. She's a nurse practitioner from Huntington, West Virginia, about 40 miles west of us, 40 minutes west of us. And I'm so glad you're on our team. So glad that you could join us here also. Great asset for us. And I think these products are going to do well for her practice and for her family and all her loved ones. So you have something that you want to say, Gail?
Yeah. Well, hi, everybody. And thanks for having me. Very excited. My little one's still awake, so I'll be muted and just listen in. But yeah, I'm excited to be a part of the team and just learn more about it and actually be able to use this with my patients and just friends and family. So thanks for having me.
Gail, tell us a little bit about your practice. I think, you know,
Sure.
so many of us here are healthcare, you know,
Yeah.
so yeah, tell us about your practice so we can help
Well,
support you best.
Yeah, well, right now, I just do telehealth, just kind of acute stuff. And we are opening a wellness center here in Huntington, West Virginia. And we do a lot of like biohacking stuff. So we're going to have like infrared saunas, IV nutritional therapy, and some neat little things there at it's going to be called the Shala. And then my practice, which I do holistic medicine, integrative medicine, will be inside of there. So I'll be moving, my practice from my home into our actual building when our renovations are finished. So just excited to actually bring this to our town and just have more alternative options for treatment, and it be a bigger picture, like mind, body, soul, and address root cause of things. So that's my mission, and I feel like that's just my purpose for being here. One of my purposes, I would say.
Well, and interesting that is Greg's heart too as a doctor. It's always been ministry to the whole person, body, soul, and spirit. Yeah. So we fit. God put us together, as she's been really helping in the community with a lot of our friends and stuff too. So just helping them through this time with some good meds. Yes, and her husband's also a nurse practitioner, and they have two. Did you say you have two children, 2 and 5?
2 boys. Yep, 2 and 5. And they're wild.
Well, I'm hoping these products will really benefit your youngest, who's had some difficulties.
Thank you. You see?
Aww.
Aww.
And Gail's going to be doing virtual this time, but hey, how are you, buddy? Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Not wanting to go to bed.
No, I know the feeling. I'm a grandma of 4, so I love it when you can have babies on. It's so much fun. But awesome. Yeah, that's wonderful. So glad, you're barely, you just are getting your kit probably this week, and you're already signed up for the first event. And even though it's virtual, since you had no time to get off, get ready to go. But yeah, I'm just proud of you that you're, taking it seriously and just, doing everything you can to get educated and get off, because get off on the right foot. And that's our goal. With helping you get your business up and running. And so proud of you for making that decision. And
me too.
Thank you.
Excellent. So yeah, all of you that are going either virtual or at the Elite Academy in Florida, it's going to be a game changer. So I'm going to turn it over to Frank and Lila and let them explain kind of some highlights of the schedule and give us some details about Elite Academy. We do not know yet, do we, who the speaker is going to be, the keynote?
That's a great question, Marilyn. I did get clarification through our events manager. This event will not have a keynote speaker, but that does not dilute the quality of content that we'll be bringing to you guys next week in Orlando. And before I do jump into the actual cadence of the schedule, I want to give a huge shout out to Dr. Gregory Stonestreet and Anita Stonestreet for their achievements last month. So congratulations to you both. We are so excited to see you in Orlando. And you guys should have received an email confirming your registration for that. And you will be awarded a point towards Croatia as well if you're running for that incentive trip. So huge kudos to you guys, well deserved.
Well done, amigos, well done.
Very, very cool. And that, go ahead.
Thanks, friend. I think as far as the schedule, we will be having some really good business building tips brought to you guys from a lot of our elites and Master Pro 10s that will be attending. Don't want to release too much because our events team will scold us, but just know you guys definitely want to be tuned in either in person or virtual. And if you guys need help registering, feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They'll be more than happy to get you registered. The store is something I do want to touch on. So with the store, it will be online only for this event. So definitely keep a lookout for all of the good swag that you guys could get for yourselves and for your team members. With Valentine's Day around the corner, we're also getting clarification if we'll have some of those fun Valentine's Day items for the store. So as soon as we know more on those details, we'll shoot it over your way as well.
Okay, so then you're saying since we don't have the store there in person, but you could maybe do an online sale of some promotion that everybody can take advantage of, which will be great, right?
Absolutely
And
correct.
yeah, that's awesome way to use your, use your those promotions to, bring on new customers or increase your sales for the month. So very good to utilize those little promotions. I'm excited for that. Any other things we need to know? So it starts on Friday at 1 p.m.
You got it, my friend. It'll actually, yep, you got it. General session starts at 1 p.m. and it does go through 5:30 p.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. We will be having the event go for 2 days. So it will continue going into Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. for the general session. You guys get a little bit of a break there. And it looks like we will be going all the way up until, let's see, general session ends at 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Right. Okay. Anybody have any quick questions about Elite Academy or do we know? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Mary.
Oh, I was just going to say, do we know if there's like a shuttle service from the airport to the hotel? I did not see that on any of the communications.
That's a good question, friend. I have not heard of any shuttle services being provided, but I'll ask clarification through our events team and I'll shoot you a text as soon as I know 100%.
Okay, and that's one thing I wanted to do maybe right before we all jump off the call is let's help each other get registered tonight so that we can all do this together and have some accountability. I think that would be fun. So if for some of you that just joined late, Dr. Carter, welcome. And Kathy Macbeth, all of you, we actually awarded Anita and Greg Stone Street. They won a free ticket to Elite Academy, which is a $79 ticket. They won that because they did the 5 for 500 in January. And they also have a new distributor. They're on fire. So we wanted to congratulate them. So I'll also turn it over to you guys to talk a little bit about the MVP new incentive or promotion that we're doing and what that all entails. So one of you want to talk about that and how that's so important?
Sure, I can jump into that, Lilia. With the MVP bonus, again, folks, just remember everybody that you enrolled new this month, preferred customers especially, you want to make sure that they have a second month subscription, because if you get those preferred customers, whether it be 1 or 3 or 5, once they hit that 500 in commissionable volume, you will earn $100 on that. So you got the 40%, 30%, whatever you qualified for in regards to that Smart Start bonus in January. Now going into February, we're really focused on that second month volume to ensure that they have that in place. And that's the seller portion. So I always tell folks, you know what, if you're very focused on bringing in customers, that seller portion is where you want to kind of monitor, identify. And then at the global event, I believe they're going to have some updates to our app to be able to track this a lot easier for you. Currently, you do still have your back office you can utilize within your detailed genealogy, identifying that PV for each individual. So it's just a matter of going in and utilizing those filters, personally enrolled, taking a look at your preferred customers. And like I said before, just ensuring that they have that second month order in place. So that way you can earn that promotional bonus as well. The second part of that, of course, being the builder section. So this is where you're locking arms and bringing in folks like Gail, brand new distributors, teaching them the ropes of understanding the importance of enrollments, the speaking to the products, understanding the compensation plan, but then also giving them the update that as they bring in new customers or new distributors, ensuring that they have their 200 in personal volume in place. So with any new enrollments, and we're actually taking this back to September of 2021. So any distributors that you personally enrolled, you want to ensure that in this month of February that they have their 200 MPV in place. And in doing so, if you have 3 of those distributors, then come March, you'll get a payout of $100 with our bronze level. So there's 3 different tiers kind of coinciding with our Olympics. You have your bronze, your silver, and your gold. Your bronze level, 3 distributors, and I've been telling folks a lot, really focus in on that bronze section first, with this being the beginning stages of it. You want to get your 3 distributors in place, get them solid, understanding again the benefits of the 200 MPV, helping them recognize that 40% qualification for any new enrollments. So that being a step 1. And of course, once they start hitting that Pro 3 status, they open themselves up to that Gen Match. Another one of those qualifications is ensuring that they have that 200 MPV in place. And in doing so, as I stated before, you get that solid base, and then you start replicating those teachings to your team, and now they will go out and start working with their 3. And that's where now it'll start spanning out into that silver level, where there's a $500 payout, and then moving into that gold level. But rather than overwhelming you with what that looks like, I've been trying to tell folks, really just focus in and work with your 3. You know, whether that be 5 or 3, you just want to ensure that they have that 200 MPV in place. And as those teachings and as those coachings go into play, naturally, as they bring in people, they're going to start utilizing that same method. And that's where that growth will happen. But like I said before, really kind of incentivizing them with understanding you still want to work those preferred customers as they come in, because there still is a benefit with signing those folks up with that 2nd month order as well. I love resources. You know what? A lot of people try to utilize frank.com, but I'm not always available. So I tell them, go to lifevantage.com, search MVP bonus. It has it there, gives all the black and white. Also on the website now, we do have a video that Justin Rose leads with a few elites that they go through the seller and that portion in regards to the builder. But also what I really like that Skylar's been doing recently is having our elites give him a little bit of a game plan on what they're going to do. And those have been on Facebook Lives. So if you go to our Facebook page, take a look at that, you'll be able to see where we had the Smollex, Robin Summer, kind of giving their breakdown. We had, Lily, remind me of the other ones that were on there, because I want to say.
We had Jenny Crane on there doing the first training. Maria Williams also did a training. You got it right with Robin Summer. And the last one was done by Clinton Boyles.
Perfect. Thanks, Amiga. So with that, you have a variation of leaders, and I love that, because myself, I have, you know, and it's just as my life, I've had 5 older sisters, and I kind of learned a little bit from each one of them, something different about life and how to navigate this whole wonderful world we're living in. So what I love about these different individuals showing you how to navigate this promotion is just that, the variation. You might take a little bit from Maria, you might grab some from Clint, and then you might take something from the Smollex, and then it turns into your own way of promoting this promotion. So it really is a case of just utilizing your resources. If anything turns into where you're getting fuzzy on it, as I stated before, jump into the website, review that detail, understand that process, review those videos. But more importantly, as I stated before, just utilize those resources. You have them within the app, you're going to have them online. It's just getting comfortable with what you're doing, and again, just have a focus. And that big piece, as I stated before, get your preferred customers in, and then work towards that bronze level. That's what I have found to kind of keep yourself from being overwhelmed, because once you start working on this grid and it goes from 3 to 9 to 27, it looks like a lot. So by taking it with baby steps, I think that's an easier way to kind of consume the information, ensuring that your team grasps it, and then moving into that next level as you're going through it month to month. So take in what you know you can handle. But as I stated before, utilize your resources, because I think that's going to be your best bet. Come back to it, review it, understand it, forget it, come back to it, review it, replicate it, and then it becomes just a natural part of what you're doing with your team on a regular. So I'll open it up for questions. If anybody has any that I can clarify, or Lily and I can review with you, feel free, my friends.
If you want to share your screen, I did make both of you co-hosts. I don't know if you want to, otherwise
Perfect.
I can't, but go ahead.
Here it is, my friends. This is what I was talking about. I like to go to a place where I have a resource. So as I stated before, MVP bonus, it has it all broken down here. As I stated, you're even to start finding some links to different tools that you can utilize. But here is that video again, as it's about 12 minutes long. But what I like about videos, you can fast forward, pause, rewind, rewatch, review, just ensuring that you're grasping all that detail. But all the information I gave you was broken down here. And then what I also have too that I can send to you, Marilyn, if you want to share with the team later, is like a grid that gives you guys a visual of what it looks like. So you can start filling out your resources, but that tool that's listed within the website, review it. If that's the one you want to use, run with it. If it's the slides, run with that. If it's just reviewing the detail and you're just going to keep doing what you've been doing, great. As long as you understand the benefits and the requirements, and that way you'll reap the benefits of the work that you're putting in as well.
I love the fact that too, it's teaching us the proper behaviors and rewarding that behavior, because I think this is replacing obviously the 5 for 500. The 5 for 500 every month was great, but I think what you're seeing is there was a lot of one-time orders, whereas this one, you're getting the replication of that, the benefit of the, orders that continue on and on. Because, like Gabe Pearson always says, this is a subscription business and we're getting people on a subscription. And that is the, the power of what we have. It's not just a one and done, and you know what I mean? So this is a different type of business. So, so that's great. And then the fact that you go back to September of last year, and anyone we've enrolled as a distributor, and that goes on until when? That
would go till September of this year as well.
Yeah, September. Okay, so
we're
September.
Going to reevaluate it at that point.
Right. And so then if you've gotten 3 distributors by then, right? This is how I understand it. And then they build and you help them build. You're getting $100 for every one of those.
You'll get $100 for, yeah. So if I have 3 distributors and they're all 200 in PV qualified, I earn $100. That'll carry over into the following month. So if those same 3 have their 200 in PV, I'll earn my 100. But the goal is to increase that dollar amount. So if you have your 3, you're going to want to teach them to get their 3. So then at that point now you're turning it into a bigger grid and you're pushing toward silver level. That's where the 100 will turn into 500. And say hold that silver month to month all the way through September. Every single month you will be earning that $500.
That's amazing. And that's what we were taught in the beginning too, is when we wanted to get our return on investment, getting our 3 people as fast as we could. So that was our return on investment. And then you're in for free. But this way it just keeps going on and on and on. And that bonus can grow and just keep coming every month. So that's huge, you guys. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a math whiz, but I know on some of the calls, they were talking about how that can add up, and it's thousands, so, in today's, market, we know that, it's going to come in handy to give yourself a raise. So any questions for Frank or Lila? I'm sorry, is it Lily? Lily, I always.
Lilia? Yeah.
Lilia, okay, that's what I thought.
I grew up with brothers, Marilyn, so I've been called those are, this is my work.
I always want to say Lila, but it's Lilia. Okay.
No, but you pointed out some great benefits, Marilyn. This is on top of what you guys are already getting through Smart Start, not to even mention Gen Match if you're Pro 3 eligible for that, and Unilevel. Not to mention launch bonus that comes into play. So definitely take advantage. And as Frank said, this is a temporary promotion going on until September. So we want to hear your feedback and your thoughts. If you guys want to funnel any of that feedback through Marilyn, we stay in contact and talk at least on a daily, if not weekly basis. So we can get it over to the right department to make sure your voices are heard.
I think it's going to be a good thing. People are excited about it. And actually, Gabe Pearson used his 3x3 training that he has on his website. And if anybody wants to stick around a little longer, I can play that on our call after this. But it is very valuable training because it works into what we're doing and how to build a successful business as well. Anybody have a question for Frank, or just let us know if you have anything that's
Oh, and I did get clarification, Marilyn. There will not be a shuttle service provided to or from the airport or the hotel. So that will be on you guys to find that. But Uber and Lyft are super easy to find. So if you guys need help with that, let me know and I can coach you through it.
Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. Okay, anybody else have any questions? Otherwise, we're going to roll into, if you want to know how to get registered, I can share my screen and just show this. how easy it is. So I pulled up my husband's website here, and you can just go to the LifeVantage icon here, and it'll come up for events. Let's see.
Can I just say, Marilyn, I love that you're using lifevantage.com and not frank.com.
Right? I have a tendency to use Frank or you.com. Yeah. So it's like, I know. Okay. So basically then you can just go down to the bottom, or you can log into your back office and do it that way, but get familiar with your personal website. There's so much to learn. There's so many great tools. And there's also a way on the app to sign up as well if you want to do that route. But you can just go into, let's see, where's the events here? View all events. So Elite Academy is right there. You can go to that link at the bottom. And here it says register now, and we're 9 days away. Holy cow. And then you can just log in there. And actually, I do need to get Joel registered because he's going with me. So I can go ahead and show you how to do that. So basically, this will come up. It's just click, click, click. It comes up, and then you continue the registration, or you can add an attendee with you, and you can just put in your payment information, confirm payment. And there is a virtual option, you guys. So if you are not able to go for some reason, you can go ahead and then I'll just need to put in his card and get that registered. So that's basically how you get that, get him registered. So let's all get that done. And if you want to stick around, we can watch that other quick video. Otherwise, does anyone have a quick question for Frank and Lila, if she's gonna be able to jump off too? I see you've got your puppy on your lap.
Yeah, they think that these meetings are for them, and so they could give you an opportunity meeting from start to finish. I suppose.
English and Spanish. They're really good.
I love it. Yeah, right. That's
Thank you, Frank and Lila, so much.
I
Appreciate you.
No worries.
so much.
Anita, did you have a question, or are you good, amiga? Because I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if there was going to be a doctor's meeting or a, professional doctor's meeting.
There might be, corporate's not setting one up, but there could be distributors who are setting their own up. But
Okay, maybe Julia will
question
figure
as
that
well.
out for us.
Yeah, Anita, for sure. We usually get that information, but I can text Dr. Brimhall real quick and see. He usually coordinates them, but I bet you we will. I'm sure there hasn't been one that we haven't. So
Okay.
Well, he did have a WhatsApp message about the doctor's meeting. Let me see here.
oh, did he? Oh, good, Marilyn.
He did say they're working on that. They don't have the details. We have several medical doctors on board.
And health professionals,
Yeah, he said there's over 1,000. There was some people in the Philippines that wanted to know if they were having one as well. So he was going to let us know. But anyway, that is in the
Usually they're
works.
like 6:30 in the morning.
I know. That's what they're doing. Do you happen to know any other highlights that you can give us? Teasers for EA?
Yeah.
Stickers?
It's always good to be there because you never know what's going to pop up. That's what,
That's
You know
good.
what?
Yeah,
we had
Yeah.
Icy Bright. We've had a few things pop up. So, being at an event,
Oh,
things. It's
so we're
always
not
great to
gonna,
know.
are we gonna have a new product?
You're breaking up. I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Are we gonna have a new product?
My
Oh,
connection
yeah.
breaking
We're
up.
actually we're gonna
What?
so I'm excited for that. Really am. It should be great.
I'm
Thanks
Oh,
for
we
telling
can't. We
us.
want to, but we can't. But we want to.
Yeah,
Just
thanks,
be there, my
Fran.
friends. That's all I can tell you.
Help, Marilyn.
How to read this.
Yeah,
Great.
be there so you can be part of it. We always know that these events are always like the clicking sessions for someone, or that fire lights, or they meet that one person, or they show up to that one panel and it just clicks for them and they just catch fire. So encourage folks to be there for that purpose, but having those additional benefits, of course, are always a great reason to be there. But I've been telling folks the more we can get out there would be great, because just in this day and age, to have a group together and to have your team together, that energy and that camaraderie, to be at an event, to speak our LifeVantage language with one another, and to start utilizing a promotion that's starting that month. the game plan, the structure, to hear what other people are doing, like this is the time to be there and really walk through those particulars with those individuals. So I'm looking forward to it. Lily and I will both be there. I know Sandra will be there with us. We'll have a smaller group from corporate, but just know we'll be representing and answering any questions we can while we're there.
How many do you expect? Do we have a kind of a ballpark number?
Last time we checked, we were almost at 800. And I know initially that was like a big number we were pushing for because a lot of folks were switching to virtual. So with us getting closer to that number, I'm excited to know that it's usually how, again, like Marilyn was talking at the beginning of the call, as it gets closer to that event, our procrastinators come out and then all of a sudden we're at 9,000 or excuse me, 900 or 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, some of us on this call are gonna do that by night's end. We're gonna get our registrations in, right? And
Love
the
it.
difference of cost, if you wanna go virtual, is what, 59?
59.
I believe it's 59 for virtual, 79 for the live event.
Okay. Yeah, so that
And
is
you'll
another
have-
option too.
Yeah, and you'll have that recording for 30 days. So once the sessions are all done, you'll be able to go back and review some of those sessions for at least 30 days after the event as well.
And the breakout sessions will be where you can get them on because I know Gail can't come. So I want to make sure she has access for 30 days to those breakouts.
Exactly. That's where it's, again, sometimes some of the benefit of being able to go back and review and kind of just see some of that information. It's a great benefit to be able to rewind and replay.
Yeah. And I want to shout out to Cindy Lou. She's on the East Coast as well. Welcome. If Kim Blowett wants to introduce Cindy Lou, I don't know if some of you might not know her, but she's in South Carolina and a distributor fairly new too. So welcome Cindy Lou to our call. Kim, do you want to introduce? Oh, you're
breaking
yeah,
up,
you're
Kim.
kind of breaking up. You're kind of breaking up, Kim. You have a bad
Her
connection.
connection is horrible, she just said.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got.
Okay, Cindy Lou, I unmuted you. If you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Actually, I started LifeVantage about 3 years ago with a friend up in Washington. I'm from Washington State normally, from Seattle area, and then that gal passed away. She had a heart attack, and but she overcame a lot of health issues with LifeVantage, and I was really impressed. And actually, I have not been sick at all. I've had a little bit of allergies sometimes in the spring, but other than that, I have not been sick at all since I've been taking LifeVantage. I mean, through the whole
Wow.
COVID thing and everything.
Wonderful.
And
So how long have you been a distributor?
about 2 months.
Okay, and you are under Kim, right,
Yeah.
Kim?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
She's
awesome.
from-
How do you and Kim know each other?
I met her through Refine, which is a business women's group.
Mhm.
Love it.
Okay, great. Excellent, Kim.
Where do you
And
live in
welcome-
South
welcome.
Carolina? Oh,
I
sorry.
live in
you-
Beaufort.
Where, I'm
Right
sorry.
down-
Cindy.
In Beaufort, in the Low Country.
All right.
Great. Do you like it there?
I love it. I came here for a vacation and fell in love with it and moved here.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm in North Carolina, but my daughter moved to Charleston. So, and Beaufort looks beautiful. I've never been there yet, but if I'm down there, we'll have to meet.
Who's speaking?
Julia Mills.
Wave your hands, Julia.
Yeah,
There you go.
Can you see me?
I'm on the phone, so
Okay.
there
Anyway,
you are.
just
Okay.
Julia Mills.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds
She's,
great.
she's from Raleigh.
Where are you in North Carolina?
Raleigh,
Oh, Raleigh. Okay.
but my daughter moved to Charleston. So
Oh.
The other
we-
Charleston.
we do have.
Yeah, Charleston's not that far
there.
away from me.
Yeah. And my daughter lives in Charleston, so we're actually going to Charleston on our way back from Florida in about 10 days. So
Nice.
we'll be going through Charleston. So yeah, but these Tuesday night calls, you're welcome to come on every first and last Tuesday, and yeah, connect with Julia or Anita, any of us, because
Yeah,
that East Coast team can really, we can really help you if you need any help with anything, right? We're all working together, right, Kim?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. And you know what, Marilyn, I know we didn't even, Lily and I actually, for our newer folks, so for Gail and Cindy, we didn't even introduce kind of like our roles with LifeVantage. So Lily,
Yes, you need to do that.
corporate, we're both field development managers. And what we do is we work with Pro 5s and above. And actually in Lily and I's role, we more work with our elites and above. And in doing so, we just find out areas that we can offer support in, like jumping on a call like this, offer recognition. Our role, we're going to be doing a lot more outbound calls to touch base with folks, remind them about promotions and encouraging them as they're moving throughout. And as Lilia talked about, just gathering any sort of feedback on things that are working, resources that we can get feedback on that you're loving, and then stuff we have opportunity areas in that we can get better at. We'll also utilize that information to improve on what we're doing as well. So we just want to be that support and make sure that you guys are knowing that corporate is here, we're watching, we're doing everything we can to make sure that you guys are having the most success as possible.
Thank you. And that's so awesome, because once you hit the Pro 5 level in our company, which is 20,000 a monthly volume, the company awards you a free account manager. So that is such a gift, because you basically have a free secretary that's helping you manage your team and, you know, doing the little things that you need, you know, when you're busy. And so get to that level if at all possible, because it is so worth it to have that free assistant. We appreciate all you guys do, Frank. You guys are just amazing. And, you know, it's just, you're always there for us. I think I texted you today, Lila, just, or Lilia, just to say, hey, can you help me with this page or this new customer? But yeah, that's just really hard to put a price on that. It's just amazing. So you guys are always there for us. I appreciate that.
Pleasure, Amiga.
All right. Well, we went a little bit over. Usually we're just a half-hour call, but if anybody wants to stay on and get help getting registered, or we can watch that video link that explains the 3x3 from Gabe Pearson. He's a Pro 10 in the company out of Florida. He is incredible. So he's going to do this little tutorial. If you want to watch it, I will definitely hang on and play that for anybody that's interested. Thanks, guys, for getting on. Frank and Lilia, thank you so much. Appreciate
Our
you
pleasure,
guys.
Amiga. Thank you for your time, team. Much success. Look forward to seeing you guys at EA.
Bye,
Yes.
safe travels.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and if anybody wants to stick around, I'll go ahead and share
The sky's the limit, right?
Yes, it is. You guys.
You had your sky up there.
Oh, right. I know. I have kind of a busy screen here, but I want to show you. Let's see. So Gabe has his little connect and make an impact that I get stuff from. And anybody can go to Facebook and go on his site too, if you ever want to. They do a Monday morning nugget. They have all kinds of great value there. But he did this training.
What's
and
his name?
everybody, Gabe Pearson, he's a Pro 10 out of Florida, a Pro 10 in our company, which is over $1 million in monthly volume. But he is an incredible leader.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of Connect to Make an Impact training. This is Master Pro 10 Gabe Pearson, and I have the honor and privilege of walking each and every one of you through this incredible new bonus that LifeVantage is putting out for us starting February 1. And I'm going to combine it with my 3x3x3 training, because both of them create the right behavior. And basically, I'm going to attempt to help you to double dip, all right, building your business from a financial standpoint. So let me go ahead and get this slideshow up and running, and let's get this show on the road. Okay, so I'm calling this the power of 3 with the MVP bonus. And this is what your network's going to look like. To be paid $1,500 a month from that gold tier 3 bonus. So this is you right here, this top person, right? The first tier is the get you to enroll 3 people with 200 in personal volume, and then teach those 3 to get their 3, and teach those 9 to get their 3. Okay, pretty simple. When it's all said and done, you're gonna have 39 people in your organization and you're responsible for 3 of them. But before I get to that, first week that I was being trained, this is what I was being trained on, to make sure that I was balanced throughout my ranking journey through LifeVantage. And I was simply taught this 5-10-3 plan. 5 stands for teams. I was taught to have a Monday team, a Tuesday team, a Wednesday team, a Thursday team, and a Friday team. And then teach those 5 business partners of mine to go out and get their 5. And then teach those 25 new business partners, new franchises, new Starbucks, whatever you want to call it, to get their 5. 10 represents customers, and 3 represents levels. The question I asked was, what happens at the 4th level? Well, Gabe, it grows without you. All right, so it's simplicity, it's the key to duplication. Okay, so, but what we're going to do tonight is we're just going to kind of, just kind of shrink it down to a 3-by-3-by-3 plan. Okay, and then eventually we'll get to that 5-10-3 plan. But this, what I want all of you to understand, this is very important from our compensation standpoint and for the MVP bonus and the MVP builder and seller bonus. Okay, so first and foremost, to be able to maximize the Smart Start bonus, to get 40%, to maximize that compensation plan, you must have 200 in PV minimally. If you just have 100 to 199, you're going to give up 10% of the Smart Start bonus. Does anyone want to give up 10%? Because guess what? It adds up in the long run. So in order to qualify for 40% Smart Start bonus that's paid weekly, you must maintain a personal volume. And the definition of personal volume is the product that you are currently using yourself, that volume, and the customers that you have brought on the business, their volume, right? Very, very important here. 40 of the 200 must come from you each month. So you can have 1 bottle of Protandem NRF2, that's 40 in PV, check the box, and go out and get 160 in personal volume, and you have your minimum requirement. If your personal volume is between 100 and 199, you're only going to receive 30% of your Smart Start bonus. Again, 40 of the 100 to 199 has to come from you each month. Listen to me very carefully here. Under 100, regardless if you have your 40 or not, under 100, you're working for free. You're not qualified to be paid. It's literally that simple. Okay, so the MVP bonus, there's 3 tiers, as I mentioned earlier. You have a $100 tier, a $500 tier, and a $1,500 tier. It's that simple. So this is what it would look like. Again, this is you, and you have 200 in personal volume. And you go out and find somebody that you want to travel with. You go out and find somebody that you want to have fun with. And let's say you go out and find somebody that you want to make money with. 3 different subsets of people, right? So you have now your 3 distributors. It doesn't matter when you get them. You don't have to do all 3 of them in 1 month. The key is you have to make sure each one of those 3 has 200 in personal volume. Once you have your 3 and they all have 200, that very next month, you're going to be paid an extra $100 from the VIP bonus. Again, earn 100 each month that you personally enrolled, and that's commissionable product volume with 200. This is how I want to integrate the MVP bonus with the 3-by-3-by-3 plan, because I want all of you to understand how powerful our unit level pay is. That's our royalty commission. So there's the same scenario. This is you up here. You have your 3. Right? They all have 200. And regardless of what distributorship they come in with, we all understand is after that month is over with that they enroll, the volume from that pack is gone, right? What's not gone is their subscription. So you basically have a $600 a month business when you enroll 3 distributors that have 200 in personal volume. Since it's your first level, right, who you enrolled, the company is going to pay you 2%. So 2% of 600, you will receive a $12 leveraged check month after month after month, as long as they're on that 200 in subscription. Now, that's the first tier. That was the bronze tier to receive 100. The second tier is silver to reach, to earn 500. And all you have to do is to teach your 3 to go get their 3. So that means you would have 9 new distributors in your network, your organization. That's each of them has 200 in personal volume. The month that you have 2, the month that you have the 9 distributors, right, and all of them have 200, that very next month, when their 200 in subscription has been hit, that's when you receive your 500. And if those 9 stay on at 200, you'll receive 500 the second month, the third month, the fourth month, as long as this bonus or this incentive is in play. So from your unilevel pay standpoint, there it is again. There's your 3 that you've enrolled, and you simply taught your Monday distributor to get his or her 3, your Tuesday distributor to get his or her 3, and your Wednesday distributor to get his or her 3. So those 9 times 200, right, in PV, now your business has grew from 600 to 2,400 a month. So you're literally 100 away from the rank of Pro 2. Well, the company is going to pay you 5% of the 1,800. 5% of 1,800 is 90. Now your leveraged check goes from $12 a month to $102 a month. Remember, don't discount that $12. I'm still getting paid that $12 what I did 12 years ago if it played out that way. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people think, okay, I just got 90. No, you don't. You get paid again on that 12. So that's the second tier. All right. The third tier of the MVP builder bonus is the gold tier. All right. Where we all want to get to. We want to maximize this bonus, right? And you're going to receive 1,500 once you have helped those 9 go out and get their 3. So on your third tier, you have 27 new business partners, right? All at 200 a month in personal volume. So once that 200 hits on that 30 days later, you'll receive a check for 1,500. So it looks like this. So there's you up top. There's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday team. They went out and enrolled their 3. So you have 9 on your second level. And when those 9 go out and get their 3, there's your 27 on your third level with 200 in PV, all right, personal volume. So now your business grew from 2,400 in subscription. This is subscription too, right? This is numbers that stay, right? That doesn't go away unless they get off the product. It's going to grow from 2,400 to 7,800. So you're that close from Pro 4, because 27 new business partners at 200 in personal volume is 5,400. 5,400 plus your 1,800 on the second tier and plus the 600 on the first tier is 7,800 in group volume. The company pays us 9% on those 27 people, right? So 5,400 multiplied by 9%, that grows your check from 102 of leveraged income monthly to 588. Now think about this for a second. This is the power of leveraged income, the power of exponential growth. You have 39 distributors in your organization. They have a 200 in personal volume. You're making $588 a month. And basically all you've done is enroll 3 distributors with 200 and having 200 yourself, and taught those 3 to get their 3 and taught those 9 to get their 3. So I teach this all the time because this is the most, it's the easiest way to teach someone how to make $500 a month after month after month. Actually, it's 588, it's almost 600, right? And also it teaches them how to have a rock solid Pro 3 business knocking on the door at Pro 4, because Pro 4 is 10,000 in group volume, right? So this is the way to teach your teams this business, okay? Now, in addition to the MVP builder bonus, which is enrolling distributors, for those people that you are talking to try to get them involved in your business as a distributor, for those are the ones that say no, those are the ones that should you personally enroll as a customer then, right? That every one of my customers are people that said no to the business. So this is a separate bonus, and this bonus is not capped. So for your first 500 in commissionable products, right, the company is going to reward you with $100 each month that you have 500 in commissionable volume, commissionable product, right? Well, what if you double that? What if you triple that? You have 1,500 in a month. Now you just earn 300. That makes sense? If you do 1,000 in commissionable product volume, you have 1,000. So this one is not capped. And what I mean by capped is you have 3 tiers on the builder bonus. So once you've checked the box off and earned 100, your goal is to get to that second tier, right? And once you've accomplished that, and now you're earning 500, the 100 goes away, right? This is tier by tier by tier. And once you've hit the 3rd tier and you have 27 new business partners at 200, now you will earn 1,500 on that very next month when their 200 hits. And that will eliminate the 2nd tier, the 500. So you can't earn 1,500, 500, and 100 month after month after month. Soon you accomplish 1 tier, you move to the 2nd tier, you move to the 3rd tier. This bonus starts February 1st. It's retroactive with your distributors as far back as September of 2021. So let's say you enrolled a distributor in September, 1 in October, and 1 in November. And you go back and you look at their back office and you see that they only have 80 in PV, 40 of it they have, and they have 1 customer with 40 more. You get them to 100 each. Let's say all 3 of them have 80 PV, just sake of saying, make this go by a little quicker. So 1 distributor in September with 80 PV, 1 distributor you enrolled in October with 80 PV, and 1 distributor in November with 80 PV. You make the phone call, you tell them about this bonus to help them get their 3, and they move to they would have to get 120 more in PV to hit the 200, right? To earn the 100. So all 3 of them has 80. Your responsibility is to help them get some customers, maybe get them on another product. So when all 3 of them has 200, that very next month you'll earn the $100. Okay. This incentive starts February 1. So let's say you just enrolled, you're going to enroll somebody January 31st. They can implement this bonus starting in February. And it's right now, as I share this with you, the end date is in September. If we go out and just kick some, you know what, and everybody just rocks and rolls and hits those tiers, who knows? Maybe the company might roll it out for a little longer. Okay, that's what I would hope they would want to do, right? So it's creating the right behavior is why I'm so excited about this new plan. Now, I want to help you to understand how exciting this payout plan is, okay? So this particular slide talks about, let's say, for example, you already have your 39 distributors. You're already being paid $1,500, right, on the MVP builder bonus, okay? And then they all have 200 in personal volume. Let's say those 39 distributors on the very next month, they upped their 200 to 300. They go out and add 2 subscription orders of Axio, which is 100 more in PV, personal volume, right? Well, you remember we were earning $588, right, on those first 3 tiers, right? This is what happens when each of them just increases their 200 in personal volume to 300. You add another 294 in leveraged income. So your income on just the royalty commission, the unilevel, increases from $588 a month to $882 a month, right? And if it's within the February to September time, you're earning another $1,500 on top to $882 from the MVP builder bonus. So those 3 distributors, they go out and increase it by 100. There's where the 300 comes from. Company's going to pay you 2%. Remember how I went over that in the earlier slide? That's $6 more. The second tier, those 9 add 100 to their PV, personal volume. Company's going to pay you 5% of that 900. There's another 45. One more time, those 9 go out and get their 3, right? The 27 on the third tier. Those 27 add 100 more. That's 2,700 times 9%. That's 243 more, plus the 45, plus the 6. There is where the 294 comes from. Add that to the 588, and that's what you're looking at. And look at the subscription group volume. Now you are at Premier Pro 4, all on subscription volume. The true testament of what your business is really worth. The most important part of your business is the subscriptions. You want to build like an annuity, right? You're doing something one time and getting paid again and again and again, as long as those people stay on the products. Remember, this company does not release $1 unless products are sold. That's why this part of the compensation plan is that invaluable for you to understand. So I want all of you to teach this 3x3x3, right? The end game is the 5-10-3. We're going to kind of dummy it down to 3x3x3, and you're going to double dip, because when you're teaching the right behavior on the 3x3x3, MVP bonus, the builder bonus comes into play as well. So hopefully this you understand this. I have this slide right here. If it still seems overwhelming to you, like, oh my God, I don't know where to start, just read the bottom of this slide. Just go out and find 3 people that want to make an extra $500 a month. I mean, folks, honestly, we could be selling dirt in a Ziploc bag. And if you ask the question, hey, do you want to earn an extra $500? Actually, $588 a month, right? I mean, you're going to have most people say yes. What I got to do? Just go find 3 that want to earn an extra $588, and then teach those 3 to go get their 3. It's that simple, folks. That's all you have to think about. Just worry about your 3, and then teach each one of those 3 to go worry about their 3. And then teach each one of those 9 to go out and worry about their 3. If everybody just follows the system, beats to the same drum, that's where it's at. Don't try to think that you need to do this all yourself. I mean, we will help you build your business, right? But you're going to have some stake into this. So I'm hoping this helps each and every one of you understand the power of our, not only our compensation plan, that level, folks, that is one of 8 ways of how we get paid. I mean, think about that. And that is one of the most important parts, is that leveraged income. And the bigger you have that leveraged income, the more stable your business is. And that's all we want, right? If you just want to make $588 a month and that's all you wanted to do, just maintain those 3, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday team. Make sure each of those 3 heads are 200 and teach them to do the same thing. It's literally that simple. So hopefully this resonates with you. Hopefully by overlapping the 2, it didn't confuse you. You're just double dipping. If you do the 3x3x3, you're going to be double dipped on. You're going to be paid twice. You can be paid from the unit level, and you can be paid from this new MVP builder bonus. So with that said, folks, all I suggest that you do now is when you get off of this Zoom, is start working on your database. This is a brand spanking new year, right? There are a lot of people out there that have set some pretty high expectations. They've got some New Year's and resolutions. And I would venture to say most of those people have some financial favors, right, in place that they want to try to hit. I personally believe everyone wants to make more money in 2022 than they did in 2021. And when you have that database in place, you pick up that phone and says, oh my God, Gabe, are you sitting down? I found something for us. I want to share with you something that I'm so excited about. I can't wait to come over. Do that 2 or 3 times a day, right? And watch and see where your business is going to be in 2023, right? So it starts with a database, then it starts with picking up the phone. One of our 7 core habits is a minimum of 15 presentations a month. So that's a minimum of talking to 1 person every other day, right? And what you do is you pick up the phone, invite them to watch or hear a tool that we have, and then put them on the phone with somebody on your team, the ITT system. With that said, this is Master Pro 10 Gabe Pearson. Now go out and connect with everyone that you know, make an impact, and be the exception. All right, guys. We'll see you next time on Connect to Make an Impact with the next line of training here in LifeVantage. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks guys for hanging in there. And there's other trainings we can watch at a different time, but I just wanted to give you that brief overview so that you can kind of incorporate it with your MVP. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you at the end of the month on our next team call. Love you all. See you in Florida, and have a great week. Bye-bye. Congrats, Anita. Oh, did you have something to say? Whoop. Unmute. Sorry. What
You said, I just said, you said, see you in Florida. And I'm like, oh my goodness, yes. Okay, I was just reacting.
Yeah, okay. See you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Love you.
Love you.